And, God, I got no court physician. Wait, what? No, I do have a court physician. Could call for a hunt, though. Is it possible to vote and use channel points with Twitch Mobile? There were problems with that for a while. I do not know if they're fixed. Sadly, that's all I got. My martial sermon is crouching next to me, hefting his own spear, trying to get a boar. You know, he does hate me, and this isn't going to turn things around, so I'll bring it down. You know, I did quite a lot of tyrannical things just to get myself a good wife. But boy, did I get a good wife. And now I'm a novice hunter. Great. We must make children. Fortunately, you only have one child. Wait, didn't you have another? Maybe she miscarried. Oh, man, that would be the best miscarry. Emilia. Another Emilia. Right, do we have... Oh, my cousin's dead. Oh, well, that's a bleeder for you. Did you pump out any other bleeders? Damn it. This bleeding is becoming a real problem inside the family. Witches inside the realm, still just you, and you're not looking over any of my kids. Could you at least look over my nephew? Cynical, gluttonous, just. How can a just person be an adulterer? Surely they'd have a problem with that. Health problem, but that'll be countered by robust very well on top of that. No interest in you. A feast, eh? Oh, I can't trust you. I have more important matters. I don't want to get obese like our predecessor. Well, our predecessor's predecessor. Well, I didn't think to check out her sexual orientation, but thank God she's a heterosexual. And because she's actually of age... Oh, damn, she's too busy ruling, so she can't actually help me as a spouse. Ooh. Ah, I should have taken that title away from you. What I can do is make you my vassal and then force you to give me that land, but it's not going to make you like me anymore. But if I had a claim on your land, it wouldn't be tyrannical. Hey, how about that? The fine print, my darling. I thought you were a genius. Thought you'd see it coming. See if your wife has any lovers. If so, assassinate them. Well, the thing is, I can't really assassinate him, but he is a known criminal. So that means into the prison with you. And on decline, well, we'll deal with that if it comes to it. There we go, safely locked up. And it's still tyrannical to do that. Well, too bad for you. Hopefully you don't mind too much that I'm doing that. Nope, good. She still won't be your direct vassal. You won't be able to revoke. No, what I was thinking was that I actually take the vassal. I go retract vassal, that one. But, as usual, it's tyrannical. But I want my wife to help me rather than owning that land. Alik Spurdo says, there a stream on? Yes, there's a stream on. I know it's getting a bit late, but I've really been wanting to play CK3 for some time. And what in God's name is this? This horrible growth of Wallachia out here. I don't even want it. Oh, please. Step. Oh my God, that's my own wife saying that her lover is dear to her and wants to pay for his release. Oh, I'll give him sweet relief, all right. I can't do that. I just have to hope that he dies horribly in there. Could I torture him at least? Yes, yes, that will hopefully speed up his demise. Why complicate matters? There's nothing like a good old rack. The sound when bones and sinews snap is quite unforgettable, but not as unforgettable as the pain Stepan is soon to experience. It had to be done. Well, with any luck, he'll die there. He will continue to be horrifically tortured, my queen, until that acidic womb of yours pumps out a genius. I don't ask the world. Oh, I guess it did already. Can I legitimize you? I guess not. Oh, Khazaria is just falling apart, but when does it not? To think it's only a kingdom. No, it's an empire. Why did I read kingdom? Because I read High Kingdom, of course. But again, not worried about it. As they say, you worry about your own hide, fox. I'm having a hard time swaying my queen here. Temperate, zealous, and arbitrary. We're none of these things. And I don't think we clash with you that much. So hopefully we can still get it on. Like, I really need to lay with this woman and have some babies. The opinion lost from retracting the wife's county is significant, though, if Jake wants her to help out in ruling. Yeah, well, I'll get the claim first, which she probably still won't be happy with. And then maybe once my tyranny burns off a bit, I mean, even she's not liking my tyranny, we can go down that route. Make your wife into the court physician for more opinion. Not sure I can do that since she is, since she rules some land. I can't do that for her. Could throw her back into prison until she cheers up a bit. I could demand money from her since I have a hook. I could claim her. Yeah, she's not going to be happy when I claim that title of hers, is she? What a good old feast with your wife. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's host a feast in the hope that she actually perks up a bit. Is she actually joining us for the feast? Don't tell me my own wife is ditching me. What a stiff. Oh, man. Alright. At least we're able to convert some culture. I think that's about as far as I want to push black right now. What I'd really like to do is increase development further. But where? The way it bleeds out makes this one look the best. There are a lot of things that hurt that. And existing development hurts as well. Oh, well, no, I could do this one up further. Not promote culture, increase development. 2 point something, 2 point something, 2.79. Yeah, we'll get it done in the capital. Because I believe we actually did get public works. Yeah, maximum existing development penalty hits at 20 instead of 10, so we should be able to pump up our capital quite a bit. MTSC2's Fowlery. Servants are carrying out impressive adorned entrements. Number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked and stuffed, redressed in magnificent plumage. The knife is close, the fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. Pecked at her nose and burst forth. The escape ended soon enough. Lebensoul rose from her feet with cold efficiency, grabbed it by its neck. It's a sadist for you. Twist of her hands, a loud snap made the entire hall fall silent. Yeah. Ooh. No feast is complete without a prank. So everyone gets a good laugh out of it, even you. Once burnt, check that all food is properly cooked twice. Oh, you got suspicious of food. I think the rest of us got a good laugh out of it. After days and nights of joyous company. Okay, so you are at the feast. Good. No one wishes to depart simultaneously with Lebensoul after a brutal disposal of the bird. Now we're an eager reveler. And... okay, maybe she wasn't there. I'm not seeing a plus 20 for opinion. She is not a reveler, it's worth noting. And I am not a wise man. Hopefully I can go on a pilgrimage soon enough and sort that out. Stood up by your own wife. That is bad stuff. She was under decline. She did not go. Yeah. Can't believe my own wife would do that to me. But as long as she brings me the babies, it's all fine. We'll get the swaying done. Then we'll get the laying done. And then we'll have our genius everything child. And I really would like to get strength and bloodline. The downside is we need to be dynasty head. That's probably not going to happen because the Byzantine Empire is going to become dynasty head. So that's going to shoot me well in the foot. Strength and bloodline is so good. It's a shame that it counts giant and albino as negative traits, though. I would love to have a giant albino genius. Your wife is foreign culture. Well, Russian's hardly a problem. Russians and Vlachs are essentially one and the same. He doesn't hate him nearly as much as I thought he would. Who hates who? I mean, I've had a lot to overcome with a wife. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of unlawfully executed family. That looks like it's there to stay. Can't culturally enrich the girl, but... Make a branch of your own house to strengthen the bloodline. Well, that's not right. We are the House Vlad. Well, I can just hope that the Basilius lives a very long time so that we can remain house head or dynasty head long enough to do that. It was house head, right? Not dynasty head. No, it is dynasty head. Ucha. That could be tough. Queen Emilia loses more opinion of me. It's only for 10 years. Just get it done. I'm sure she'll see the funny side. Oh, that killed my swaying of her. Well, maybe we should give up on the swaying and begin on the other thinging. 91% and it failed. That's unlikely. That's a 50-50. That opinion's pretty brutal. Just likes honest, though, and she likes eager reveler. We could give it a go. Alright, let's declare that love. Godless paragon. She likes food, but we don't have any food to give her. Cynical. Just. The way she's looking at you there. The hate. Listen, I'm doing this for my family. Maybe form Carpathia, rename it Wallachia, keep the dynasty head. It's an idea, I'll consider it. But the problem is that Olwen's just so useless. I guess that's all the more reason that it'd be cool if we actually managed to achieve much with him, so we'll try. Just not sure what to give her. I don't know what the best is. Well, I don't want to go with my gut because we're a blithering idiot. And we're not that strong, so I wouldn't like to try a sparring match. I cannot encourage you. I'm most grateful for your kind words. Alright, good enough. Carpathia. Would still need a lot of conquering done. I'd essentially need all that. That would mean clashing with Bavaria. Christianis, on the other hand. Oh wait, no, you're the old faith. I can't even holy war you. Could holy war you for days. Could in fact take all of that if I fancied my shot at it. But I don't want to. Oh, okay. No, that was Duchess Stana. Can I actually not revoke title? That's the wrong one. I wanted to look at retract that vassal. It's still tyranny, but I can retract that vassal and then retract her stuff. But I should wait until I've tried to not seduce. We're trying to romance her, right? Probably. The trouble is, my opinion with her isn't really increasing because some of the bonuses that I have with her are going down the same way that the other problems are melting away. I could have you focus on internal relations to bump it up a bit. No, that's only direct vassal. She's not a direct vassal. Alright, get back to the integration. Oh well, it'll be rough, but maybe, just maybe, we can get her on our side. It's 50-50. Question of loyalty. She's with child, I should be overjoyed. Well, I killed off... No, I imprisoned the only alternative. You know, I don't even want to know. Surely it's mine. Well, you tell you, if it pops out without at least comely, we know it's not ours. Because we've got comely and we've got handsome or pretty. How is it 92% chance to succeed? It's 1 versus 2. I'm just that good. Ooh, I could get her a wee cat. Or a dog. Is there any way to know if somebody's a cat person or a dog person, though? Gluttonous, cynical, just. Cynical equals cat, says Exo. She looks very angry, so maybe a cat will help her find some common ground. Oh my god. It's not going well with the wife. Jeez. Does she even have pet cat here, or did she just get rid of it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't let that pass me by. Count Roman's a murderer. How dare you do such a thing? But he seems to be doing an alright job of just expanding his county there. I should just let him be, I guess. Then again, I have golden obligations. I could take his dosh. Nah, leave him be. What's the secret between friends? Or as Draken would say, a kingdom... Ooh, level of splendor. Ah, no. Wait. There we go. Reputable now. Children are born with more prestige. Marrying goes up, and long-term reign is a nice bonus. Ah, great. Start getting that long reign. I could re-gift her towards the end. But, I mean, Jings. 41 opinion. What is it now? 33. Oh, it's not looking good. That opinion of me is such a downtrodder. Sadly, gifting only works once. Or rather, there's a maximum it can go to. How many children have you murdered today? Well, as our good old Olwyn here, we've been kind of lax on the murdering. Mostly because we can't. We're pretty bad at intrigue. 1. Terrible. Yeah, at least when we eventually get learn on the job, we'll be slightly better at such things. But I want the witching event. You can get the double opinion boost from gifts perk. That I could, but I'd have to switch over to it, and that's not happening anytime soon. And I want to stick with medicine so that I can maybe get the witching secret. And then I can... oh, Christ. You get the ability to scheme to make others witches if you have that, but that's going to be rough for me, given that we suck at intrigue and diplomacy. Unhealthy relations. The entourage from my wife, Queen Amelia, stopped some way. And before I have time to send out an envoy, something is launched from camp towards my castle. A mangled body ravaged with disease. I think my wife's really happy with me. For some reason. Oh, jeez. This is not going well. I get her a cat, she gives me a diseased body. We both hate each other's gifts. At least I can study a bit, get my learning up. Jake, the duchy you let free looks a bit shrunken. Oh, man! This is good. Not the shrunken duchy, though. That is bad, but... bare minimum and Emilia. So we got our boy. Oh, it's not good enough. hale and handsome. We need all three, and one of them needs to be top rated. And again, we suck at getting that intelligence out, don't we? Okay, still not too bad. The boy can be called Shadow, and the not boy can be called Kaladin. Grow up strong and wise. Jake the daughter is a dwarf. How does that just keep popping up in the family? Well, that would make certain people hate me quite a bit. I knew that wasn't the right family because I saw a loving relationship there. Okay, could we become allies or something just to stop you from dying? Cousin, brother... I don't think you have anyone I can marry into there too. Oh, well no, you've already got betrothal going on. Just someone to ally you to help keep you alive. Bulgaria seems to have their hands full. Byzantine War wants the entire Kingdom of Bulgaria. That's, all of it. Yeah, I don't think that Grand Principality is going to hold out much longer. God, is there no stopping their... no stopping their hunger for Balkan lands. That's a big, big war, though. How'd you get that? Did you have a claim on it? Well, of course, you have a claim on the entire Byzantine Empire, which includes Bulgaria, and an unhealthy amount of my land as well. I should begin worrying a bit more about the Byzantine Empire, especially since I can't up my own money anytime soon. Alright, you hopefully you spend that money on upgrading your temple. Looks like you already have, which is good, as long as it's in my place. And who's this guy? Nah, nobody I need to know. You'll need 13 or more learning to get that herbalist or witch event from the medicine focus tree. We got 12. How can I squeeze out a little bit more? He doesn't know. Ah, Paragon of Virtue would get me that, so let's kill somebody. Burn you at the stake. And you're a nobody, so off you trot as well. Now, we're up to... Wait, I thought... There we go. Should go up a bit. There we go, up at 14. Maybe now we can become all witchy. We're getting there someday. How in God's name is this old bat not dead? Wasn't the executed dude the wife's lover? Ooh. Oh, yeah. It's not the first time I've accidentally killed somebody that I shouldn't have killed. Well, at least she gave me some babies. Shadow's not a complete waste, but I need somebody with all three. Meanwhile, I can at least educate the child myself. Or maybe I should have my wife do it. No, I can't, because she's not in my court to do that. Or, no, I'm looking at the wrong place for doing that. If I go here, and go here, and say, could you please educate somebody? Offer ward for my son. There we go, and she'll gain opinion of me, thank goodness. Moves to stay at her court. That doesn't sound good, but do it anyway. Who else is going there? Can I actually check the guest list? Dang, for all I know, my wife is going to be there. Alright, could you also look over our daughter? Are we going to get a double increase in opinion there, though? Yes, yes we are. Right, we're repairing relations with my accursed cousin wife. Yeah, man, I'm going to get sleep deprived. Although I could intrigue my way through it. The things I do for my wife. Devotion. Ooh, scheme success chance. Gotta go for it. Hey! Come on, we can do it. Maybe try bringing a herbalist in from abroad. Don't know what you're on about there. I could attempt suicide for some reason. Why? Because all these friends keep dying around me? Oh, speaking of friends that have died, we knew of a Bulgaria once. It's gone now. Stepwolf died. And the land it took from my my Grand Principality of Veden went straight to them. It's going to be a big problem for me if they ever decide to attack me. I can merc up, but I'm not made of money here. My uncle, vassal, and champion. He'll be happy enough at that job. Did I become more tyrannical when I killed that guy? No, a tyrant is going away, slowly but surely. Right, we've finished off all these things that we can directly hold ourselves. But for now, I'm just going to grant them to crummy low nobles. And if they are particularly good at anything, all the better. Oh, that guy's strong. That guy's good at intrigue, but I believe we already have someone good at intrigue. So I'll pass. Still good reason to have those, is that on succession you can always just pull them away from the mayors. Doesn't matter if mayors are angry at you, what are they going to do? Not a lot is the answer. How's the dwarf still alive? Well, she's 64. A little bit of shoving her into a load of water didn't do her in. Still going to be about a year. Whoa, the success chance 100%? What happened? Her opinion skyrocketed. Has she forgotten horrible things that I've done to her? No, it's the Guardian helping us out with massive opinion boost. Right, we're going to romance our queen and hopefully have a lot more babies out of her. Maybe your spy master can find some witchy secrets. I'd rather have my spy master stop any schemes coming at me because our own intrigue skill is rubbish. It's 1. Not number 1, just 1. Man, Lower Silesia is something else. That's going to be a messy succession. Because you're just duchy rank, and I assume you're... Oh, you're tribal, so you're locked into splitty. When it does split, it would probably be very prudent for me to pick that up and try to get an empire so that I don't lose Dynasty Head. Does anyone know... Man, my cousins, what are they like? Jinx, you just keep going at it, don't you? Madness. Tourney trouble. Ah, Duchess Dana becomes your nemesis. Hadamir could be my friend, but I don't want to be friends with someone that's going to die. We need to finish you off. Into the horse's water trough you go. Once again. Nemesis. Utter and mutual contempt and hatred. Stronger special relation than rival. And to make it all the better, when she dies, I get all of her stuff. How is she still alive? Come on, Dana. Hear the knocking on the door. I need to think about our next next legacy. I'm thinking Studious Youth. Much as I love Convergent Blood. I just love all the bloodline, but let's try to Colcani. We always go for the blood. Looks like largely people are keeping to these lines here, but Jing, she's taken over all of that. That's got to go. I need to segregate it out. How long has Jake been trying to kill that dwarf for? Feels like forever. If she could at least commit a crime, we could do her in, but I don't have the intrigue to murder her. Can we go on a pilgrimage yet? I really need to... Oh, of course it's 15 years apart. We didn't get Wise Man before. It's nice to be reputable. Very nice, in fact. Unpleasant pleasantries with my cousin wife, and oh god, it's Duchess Clara at it again. The mere thought of touching hands makes my heart jump with Queen Emilia. But when I arrive to the dance, I find her struck in conversation with my vassal, Duchess Clara. The scholar? You are disappointingly good at learning. The vile woman drones on, totally oblivious to Emilia's discomfort. Chronic headaches. For 10 years, no way. Kindness. Alright, that's fine. We already have this going on. Get away from my wife. She almost doesn't hate me now. Oh, I can't wait for my romance with my own wife. Ah, the old bat's finally dead. There we go. The Duchess of Dana has died. Do I at least get an event for the death of my nemesis? I'm surprised that I don't. What I do get is a war, though. Wait, no, Clara is still alive. What? I need to wrap my head around this. What are you up to? You replaced Duchess Dana in the claim on the... Right. I did get the Duchy of Bihar, and I did get the Duchy of the Transylvanian Alps, and now I have too many duchies. People won't be happy about that. So what are you up to? Oh, right. Dana is dead. But there's another oh, this is Clara. Wait, oh god. I got mixed up with another person called Clara who I thought was Dana. Right, we're going there. The old bat, the old dwarf bat, is dead at 64. That's why I got these two duchies. But Clara was at war with her for some reason, and I'm going to go and destroy her. Also, I seem to have picked up some army here. Don't know where they come into anything. Clara, where are you? She's just chilling out over there. Could round up these armies and do her in. And you want the county of Calaflat. Well, you definitely can't have that because that's de jure county of Oltenia, which is your county, your duchy rather. So it makes sense that you want it, but I don't want you to have it. And in fact, when you die, I have a strong suspicion that that duchy is going to go to somebody different, right? It's going to go to, oh, Count Roman of Plock. Didn't expect that. This one's also going to go to Count Roman of Plock. Damn, I would have expected it to split up quite a bit more. But I guess that's your only male heir. Curse these double dukes. Right, well, I'm still going to beat you into submission, which will allow me to do what? She loses the claim, but I don't get to throw her into prison for it. How unfortunate. Well, matters little to me. I'm still going to destroy you, but I'm glad the old bat is dead. I'm just way over my domain limit now. Perhaps, whilst I have the county of Bihar, I should hand it out to somebody. The question is who? Who do we like? Ugh, the dwarves. I've given the dwarves enough chances. Then again, you are a very learned individual. Terrifically so. Oh, the inbred and it doesn't come from my line. Who would have thought? Inbred. Serglu's family has been a little bit too familiar. Alright, so first thing I need to do is dish out this duchy because it's too much land for one man to handle. Victor Vlad. Oh, another genius. Do you have children? Do you have genius children? Not genius enough, it seems. But I wouldn't mind gifting stuff out to Victor Vlad. But, oh, she is way past it. Unlanded, unpressed claim in the Kingdom of Wallachia, so who cares about you? There we go. You might have lubber's pox, but at least you're an intelligent mind there. Oh, wrong house. Well, maybe that's not a problem. Good stats, including good intrigue. Good enough, you know. Here's some titles for you. You can have all of that and the Duchy of Bihar. Make the most of it. And make some good babies while you're at it. So that gets that off my back at least. And then there's the Duchy of the Transylvanian Alps, but yeah, I just inherited that too. So I need to give this out to somebody. The question is, should I just give it to you? You've already got this. Do you have any impressive children? Oh god, you've got some horrible children going on. But you know what? I'm feeling mighty generous right now. You can have the whole shebang. Let me check the... Okay, it's just these three places. Grant title done and done and done. Now you need to be dealt with, and you shall be dealt with. If you're right there, then I am right here. Nice to meet you. You're going to die. And we'll have some reinforcements join in. Oh, lovingly yours. Champion, son of da-da-da-da-da. Only 11 prowess, so not really worth anyone's time, and a bit uggo as well. But you know what? If you're willing to join me, then I'm willing to forgive. Stepan, swear we've seen you before. You got an uncomfortable amount of claims on places, but they're not inside my realm. Always hunting for the... Oh, bleeders. You know what? I might as well just kill you. I could do with a bit more... Keep hitting that by accident because V brings that up. I could always do with a little bit more dread while we're at it. Nothing tyrannical about it. Right, you're coming in here, so you shall also die. Right, just stand there, have some useless-ish commander. Reckless. We got anybody that's good at open combat? Not really. Not really at all. Don't worry, we'll get you some reinforcements yet. Active tyranny, how dare I? Well, we'll just keep you around. And I grabbed you as well. Nah. No need to kill unnecessarily. Clues in the name there. Unnecessary. Just win the battles and win this minor war. Ooh, not too bad at the old learning there. Right, get together, get somebody that knows how to siege. And we'll try our best. Oh right, gotta take the right steps here. Couldn't we just go this way? Yeah, if I take that, I should be able to go there. So off we trot. How much longer do you intend on streaming, says RC Lord the Wanderer. It just feels so good to be back playing CK3. Waiting 4 days between playing, it's just, oh, it's rough stuff. I'm not sure if those vassals are going to build up those lands for me, or the mayors rather. But I'm very happy that my Volchiv is definitely building up the temple holding. Mayors should make lots of money and should definitely be upgrading their own cities for me. But I'm looking for development growth. 5% isn't a lot. I'd rather have passive active growth. But can't have them all. Jeez, poor Vidin. Byzantium's going to come knocking eventually. Don't suppose anybody was chiming in with what exactly causes the change of dynasty head. Ooh, they would accept white peace. But they'd end up with a pressed claim. I need to put them in their place. When do you want to do the long play? Later on this week, I'd imagine. You might be asking the vote, and the vote will be at the end of the stream. I think we'll wrap up this war. And, of course, wrap up our love with our cousin wife. 100% success chance. Send in the page. Nope, I'm coming for you, my love. Excellent. She throws herself into my arms. Excellent. We wait. Oh, she becomes our soulmate. Amazing. From throwing diseased bodies at me to throwing her body at me. We've gone all the way around, full on. I don't think I can attempt to seduce her now, but now we should reward her by, of course, revoking her title there. I can't revoke it because she's not my direct vassal, so I go to Duke Grand Jester, and I go, about that vassal you have, that's my wife. So I take her. I think it's unjust. Well, okay. And now I revoke your title, and it's not bad because I have a claim on it. She'll lose a lot of opinion of me for a long time, but that's very unfortunate. Now the reason I'm doing this is so that she'll actually help me. Oh wait, she's already helping me? Probably because she's my direct vassal. Well, whatever. I can't risk her being landed. She might get captured or killed, right? I'm looking out for my wife. Okay, well now I own this, and now I can give it to whoever I want. And frankly, Duke Grand Jester is doing a great job of holding this land together, so honestly, you can have it. That'll put him over the domain, over his pathetic domain limit, actually. He'll have to give it to somebody. I'm curious what he does with it when I hand it out like that. Yeah, I'm sure the AI has some handling for having too many of those. Who's this joker? Attacking Countess Roxana. Oh, that's my vassal. God, my own people are up in arms here. I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to take care of this. You got an extra domain slot with your wife's stewardship. Well, don't need it. And if I really wanted, I could revoke one of these and take it back. Or do I? I'm 5 out of 5. Wait, where'd my spouse go? Don't tell me she's back there. Try inviting to court. Well, there it is. She's just simply unlanded. Okay, well, I don't even need to lose that. Bring them all to my court, then. I was a bit worried about that. It was fine when she was my vassal, but then suddenly not. There we go. Now! There we go. Whew! We got there in the end. Now, since she's a genius, she can help us out with everything. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stats. We're finally becoming significantly less useless. That feels good. Maybe someday we can be a witch as well. Is she still a ward? Yes, she a guardian, rather, for the wards. Yes, she is. Oh, God, it's been complex affairs for poor old Olwyn's here. But he's seeing it through. I wonder if Olwyn's is watching right now. What are they thinking? Or even worse, what would bare minimum think? Yeah, there's the 6th domain limit indeed. I'm waiting for her to die, and then hopefully Lower Silesia will completely explode. You've learnt of Vasile's lover secret. Some unlanded nobody. With 16 learning, granted, but we already have a 17 in charge here. Yeah, actually, the stats on our people are not too bad. What? Why? How? Never a quiet moment. My son and heir... What? I get this, even though it's my spouse that's doing it. I did not know you got these pop-ups if your spouse was the one that was looking over them. But this is good. It means I can have a bit of control over it. Curious. Curious does well with diplomacy and learning. Both things I like. I like diplomacy, I like learning, and I like intrigue. All those are good. I'm not even sure if there is one that's only good for marshal and stewardship. Maybe bossy. So I guess bossy is the only thing that I don't want. You always get one for your heir's childhood trait. That's it. You won't get to pick traits or anything. At least they'll have a good upbringing, because my wife is a genius. Go figure. They're running into the mountains, but this fight should be enough to secure our victory. So much warring going on, my subjects. Calm down, I can't wait to have better authority. Although it won't stop the counts, unfortunately. And that's what you're doing. There we go. None of it for capturing air. Prince Barban fought. Why must we have these brother wars? There's just no need for it. Ooh, bleeder. Get out of here. Can't think of any good reason to keep you lying around, although you have a claim on the Kingdom of Wallachia. Just pay your way out, and we don't need to speak of this anymore. My kinsman. You're part of the Dynasty Vlad. I mean, I could just execute you, but I'm not here for tyranny. Just get out of here. Well, you know, could always do with a spare knight kicking around. And there we go. Get money, get other stuff. Enforce my demands. You are defeated. Can't get away from these crony old bats. Alright, we have largely sorted out our domain here. I don't like the way that my money is 4 figures. Should celebrate by going on a pilgrimage. But that's something we should do in the next stream. Holy moly, we've been going at this for about 6 hours. Not counting the 4 hours of punishment earlier. Olwyn's the inept. Probably not spelling Olwyn's right either. There's an E, not an I there. Certainly inept, but still getting the job done. So good job there. Okay, now what's happening? If you just tune in for Grand Strategy streams, you probably don't know, but that's neither here nor there. I do long plays on the channel, and we have wrapped up our long play of Space Colony, mostly by turning it into another much better game known as Stronghold Crusader. But that did draw to a close, even though I'd love to just keep playing it, honestly. It's time for a vote on what the next ones will be. Just wanted to put a shout out saying that the long play vote is indeed starting now. What are our options? Well, I'm putting up 5 non-strategy games. Let's go through them and say what little I know about them. Battle Stations Pacific. Looks like you fly around and shoot things in the War for the Pacific. This was recommended on the long play submission form, and it looked different and something I don't normally play, so I figured I'd put it up there. Slime Rancher, it's the only game of these 5 that I have played before. It's a really cute game where you abduct slimes, throw them into little jails and have them breed, and so you can sell them for money, and I forget what you do with the money. Prey is... I've no idea, actually. Prey just came highly recommended, some kind of atmospheric space game, probably a first-person shooter. Outer Wilds, I'm told, has some puzzling and exploration. I'm also told that it's a brilliant game that I really should check out. And then there's Children of Morta. I haven't played that before, but it's... I'm not sure if it's from just the developers or from the publishers behind Frostpunk. It was on the vote before. It didn't make it through. It gets another chance. So, how does this work? I'm going to put up the poll just momentarily. I have to type it up. Next long play question mark. So we've got Battle Stations Pacific. Not good at thinking as I type. Speaking on top of that's hard as well. Slime Rancher, not to be confused with Monster Rancher. It was a fun game I played as a kid. We got Prey. Prey 2017, because I hear there are other Preys. Outer Wilds and Children of Morta. Now, if you linger around here, you probably have a lot of vote swingers. You can use those to impact the poll, but the poll is going up right now. We can get it on stream as well, can't we? Man, I got into such a routine with this with all the into the airlock, and now it feels weird to be doing it. Up you go. Right, an immediate surge ahead for the Outer Wilds, and the other ones are just kind of wasting votes between themselves. Okay, it seems like it's settled on Children of Morta being the one to try to fight against Outer Wilds. Prey, Slime Rancher, and Battle Stations all been swept aside. So what can I say about either of these games? Children of Morta looks pretty good. Visually, that is. Visually, it might even look stunning. But gameplay-wise, I don't really know what it's going for. Maybe it's one of those action-y games like Bastion. Outer Wilds, I have not seen anything about it, but Gigi Honhon himself is the one that keeps going on about it. So if you're a firm fan of JJ's, maybe you want to back his idea that Outer Wilds should be the one up. Widowmaker is saying that Morta is great. Jimmy C says, what happened to Old Man Saga 3? I wanted to have no strategy options for this one, because if there was one strategy option, it would get all the votes, almost certainly. This is by and large a strategy channel after all. Righto. Actually, Prey is trying to surge up ahead. I don't know if that's going to work out well for them or not, but it's starting to turn into a three-way race. I've said everything I know about Prey. Atmospheric, spacey, probably shooty. I mean, the guy has a gun on that image there, so I assume we're going to be shooting things. I'm pretty good at shooting things in select games. Pretty terrible at it in others. So as we approach halfway through the vote, it has turned into a three-horse race. Poor Battle Stations and similarly poor Slime Rancher. But I wouldn't like to call it at this point. Prey has overtaken Children of Morta, but Outer Wilds still holds strong, edging out by about 3% of the vote, 20 ahead. Max says, man, I don't want Prey to win. I can't watch it yet. So if you like Max, then you want to vote against Prey. But if you're a big fan, of berating Max, then maybe you want to get behind Prey. No, Outer Wilds surges ahead a wee bit. It's got a fair lead, on both Prey and Children of Morta. If the votes were there to go against Outer Wilds, they coulda, woulda, shoulda worked together with the children. Morta and Prey folks clawing at each other to beat out Outer Wilds, says Joycer. Well, only the one that wins will be our next long play. And those that lose I tend to shell for quite a while. Bully got shelled for a very long time because it failed to beat Pod Racer. And the hilarity of it was that Pod Racer was such a short game, it was over before we knew it. Unless we tie, says TTC. In the event of a tie, third place wins. Because I don't want to get behind such weak will. So imagine that. Prey, Outer Wilds, and Children of Morta could all tie, and then we'd do Slime Rancher. In any case, Outer Wilds came out on top. Franconian weighing in heavily on that, but I need a bit more of a breakdown on the results there. Fortunately, we have access to that. Man, it is late. I should have packed in 2 hours ago. Right, Outer Wilds, it won the popular vote. It won the most votes, and it was backed heavily by Death Shed, JJ Hon Hon, and also Blubbery Abyss, as well as Shill, Aunshix, and Andari. So a lot of support behind Outer Wilds. I can't help but feel that there was a coordinated force to push up Prey by certain individuals like Killer Bees and Lizard and Hand and Joycer. But if they had gotten support of the Children of Morta backers like Franco, Ash and Ashelin, and more Lizard, then it could have come together. But no, it's Outer Wilds. I don't have a good idea of how long the game is or what it entails, but we'll be finding out later on this week. I think I should probably check my own schedule for that one. Yeah, we'll have that on Saturday, which incidentally is All Saints Day. Is that also Halloween? When's Halloween? Has it already passed? I don't know. I can figure that out in my own time, though. For now, though, this stream's got to go because it is way too late. So cheers for joining for yet more Wallachia. Maybe someday we'll actually get some witching going. But until we do, it's a cheerio.